Hey guys, what's up? It's Treebros1 here, and I just took a 10-second bite out of this video. And today we are going to be talking about a game where everyone, their mom, their kids, and their sperm cells should have in their gaming library. Guild Wars 2 is an MMORPG from the guys over at ArenaNet, and man, is this a good game. So right as you start playing Guild Wars 2, it puts you in the world and smack dab, you already started your personal story. So we're about to get into that right now. Okay, so the personal story it happens right when you get into the game. You select these traits that your character gets to have, and these experiences that your characters already went through, and that all helps determine your personal story and how it's kind of customized for you. And with your personal story, you go through these kind of missions one by one, and you're never forced to do these. You could go from level 1 to 80, do all the other stuff. You never ever have to do your personal story. But there are some in-game rewards and stuff that you do get for doing it. But then you go through these little missions whenever you feel like it. And at the end you'll get rewards, experience, and you'll advance further in your story until it gets to its ending. And I actually think this is a really cool concept because your story is tailored to you and only you. It's completely personal and it's completely customized to you. And the decisions you make during your story will impact what other missions you go on and all that stuff. And you will almost never have the same story as someone else because ArenaNet just made so much different branching story paths, and it really has quite a lot of depth to it. Yeah, and another factor that determines what you're going to be doing in your personal story is your race and profession. So there is 5 races in Tyria: the Asura, Savari, Human, Norn, and Char. And then there is 8 professions: Engineer, Necromancer, Thief, Elementalist, Warrior, Ranger, Mesmer, Guardian. And these all have a whole bunch of different play styles, different builds, and different roles. And everyone will find one that they like and kind of stick to it. Okay, so now we're on to the gameplay, and this has a lot of gameplay on it. So what you pretty much do in this game, from level 1 to 80, is you go around to a whole bunch of different maps. You do your personal story here and there, but mostly you go to these maps, and what you find is waypoints, point of interests, skill points, heart quests, and vistas. These are all little things that you could do scattered around the map. And once you've completed them all in that map, you get a reward. And along with that, while you're doing that on a map, a whole bunch of randomly spawned events pop up. And these events you could do with your friends that are nearby, and the rewards are pretty good. You get some gold, some karma, which is currency in the game, and you do all this really cool stuff. And trust me, they could be cool. Just look at this. Yeah, I know, it's pretty epic, right? And those are scattered throughout the entire universe of Guild Wars 2, and you will always come across them every once in a while. Ones like those are in certain times and certain maps. But there's a lot smaller ones that happen throughout the map. If you want to get one of those like that big, you're going to have to wait quite a bit, and you may come across one every once in a while, but they are pretty rare unless you know the times and the places of them. But let's say you're finished all this, your personal story maybe, and you've finished a lot of maps, and you have hit level 80. Let's talk about Endgame. Okay, now it's time to talk about Endgame. This is when you've gotten to 80, and, you know, you don't know what to do. And I'm about to tell you what to do. Because in this game, it has a lot of endgame, and by a lot, I mean a lot of endgame. And some people may disagree with this, but I tend to be the one who's like, this is a lot of content. And pretty much what you could do once you get to level 80 is so much. First of all, you're obviously going to want to get your character the highest level gear ever. So, in order to do this, there is like multiple ways. There's like at least 5 ways to get end game gear. And hey, if you ever want to check, if you're ever at that point, check out my channel, because there should be some videos coming out for that soon. But you could get that gear by doing multiple things around the world. Every little thing is different, and there's a whole bunch of different ways to get gear. Some are harder than others, some require different things than others. But there's still the same concept of getting that endgame gear. And after that, oh my gosh, is this awesome. After you do that, you could either PvP, which we all know Guild Wars 2 is pretty iconic right now, world versus world. And that is awesome. It's pretty much when you go, it's pretty much server versus server versus server PvP. All on 4 maps near each other that are just, it's a massive PvP battleground with zergs of hundreds of people taking down keeps and villages or whatever. I don't, like, it's so fun. And then after you're done that, after you're done that, you could do or go for something called a legendary. I don't have that much footage, but this guy here decided to be a nice, kind sir and help me out and let me record his legendary for a little bit. And on average, this weapon you're seeing here, this is called the Twilight. It's a legendary greatsword that you could create. Typically takes about 200 plus hours to get it from the beginning. So you're gonna be needing to play quite a bit of Guild Wars 2. And even after you've gotten this sick weapon, there's still multiple things to do. You could get make an alternate character. You could finish your personal story. You could do meta events. You could do living story. And what the living story is it's like a little update things that have been ArenaNet has been adding to the game. And what these do is they change the environment around you as you play. Every month there is something new to go explore and do for achievement points and bragging rights. It's so awesome, and I'm just in love with the idea of monthly updates where they add a new story little bit, they change stuff in the environment so it actually feels like you're in a living, breathing world. And man, is it epic. And even after I have said all of what I just said, there is still so much to talk about. Just because this game is jam-packed with so much other stuff, like a crafting system that actually works. And there is actually good stuff you could craft that is better than you could get from a dungeon or something of that sort. And crafting is worth it. It is worth it to get your crafting level up so you can be able to craft insanely strong gear. And it, like, the trading post is awesome too, where you could trade from a whole bunch of other servers in this one collective trading company, and you could sell stuff and buy stuff right there on the spot. It is awesome. And, like, not to mention the PvP, and not to mention the dungeons, and, like, everything. This game is amazing. That is why the gameplay is a 10 out of 10. And for an MMORPG, that's a lot. And also, for an MMORPG, this has really stellar graphics. If you, like at the beginning of the video, when you saw that little pan out, that's a vista. You get that feeling every single time you get a vista in this game. And it looks beautiful. The sights and everything in this game is so good. And that is why I am giving the graphics a 10 out of 10. And what else can I give a 10 out of 10? Well, the community. The community is great. It's not like any other games where people try to KS you, kill steal your stuff, or take whatever you're trying to get. When people come to help you out, or come to an area where you're killing stuff, you're happy. You want them to help out, because what it means is that you kill them faster, and you also get the exact same amount of reward as the person that came to help out. If you come to a event 90% of the way through, but you go in and you do your part for that last 10%, you will get full credit for doing that event. And I love it so much, where the more people you have, the more happy you are. You're not like, oh, more people, damn it, they're gonna steal my wraiths or whatever you're freaking hunting. And that is awesome. And the guilds are awesome too. I just joined a random guild. A lot of cool people in there. I talk to them every time I go on. And it's just a really good atmosphere, a really good community, which is why I am also giving the community a 10 out of 10. So, there we go. I think you all know what the overall is. This is the very first game in the Evil Online where we have a 10 out of 10, folks. The overall is a 10 out of 10, a must buy. I encourage every single person to buy this game. It is amazing. And, like, the beginning, like, you get into it quickly and fast and easily. It is so good. I cannot praise it enough. Thank you all for watching. And don't forget to buy this frickin' game.